Recording.
No,
okay,
it's not
now
free.
we're recording. Now we're live. Now we're actually
shit.
live.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we go.
Nice.
I was not recording.
That's you missed a lot of gold there. A lot of shiny gold.
Welcome to the new episode of Love for High Reward. Today I'm joined by Alex Holliday
That's me.
and Nick Torchon.
That's not my last name, but thank you.
What is it?
Nick,
It's-
you get
it's
so upset when people mispronounce your name, and it's
And
like,
you've never told me.
It's Torchon.
Oh, Torchon.
It's just because it's like it's
why
always
isn't
happened.
that? Yeah, but like, if it always happens, you shouldn't be upset about it.
I'm not upset about it. I just tell people it's wrong.
You're like, no, that's
I don't
not.
get that upset.
Nick is just so aggressive.
I
when
know.
when
Start spelling it with
he's
an
regular.
SH then.
I did do that when I was doing some mics for a while.
Yes, I don't know what it's like. I've never had my last name mispronounced.
Yeah, you have the easiest last name.
But everyone used to call me hella gay, so.
At Flappers, they called me Joanne Luma.
Yeah, but that's because
It was
everybody
on
at
Friday.
Flappers has a learning disability.
No, it's because she doesn't speak English. So what are we gonna talk about today, guys?
How's your 4th of July, John?
Oh yeah, tell me about that.
It was awesome.
that didn't
You
sound like it was
groaned
awesome.
And then said it was awesome.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone excited start with a groan.
It was a lot of fun. I just hung out with my dad. I don't get to hang out with my dad a lot.
Silence
Oh
your
my
phone,
God.
please.
Yeah, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
sorry, Colin Schumacher. Texted,
Shout out.
just texted me.
Schumacher.
Is that his name?
I think it's Shoemaker.
It's one and the same. Shout out Colin.
Yeah, I guess so. Shout out Colin. So my 4th of July was a lot of fun. I hung out with my dad, and I hung out with my little sisters who are cool. 13. They're 13 years old and 8, so they're just kind of living life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are they dealing with all this?
I mean, all of this.
You know, just
Are you going to talk about COVID
How are they
right
dealing with
now?
the Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, what do you mean all this?
I guess COVID. I don't know.
The
my
Me
little
Too era.
sister, my little sister's 8th grade of a school that she went to for kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. Her 8th grade was all online. So,
That's pretty lame.
yeah, that was kind of a bummer for
Is
her.
she like anti-vax now?
She did have coronavirus
Ouch.
That's
because my
dope.
dad is a firefighter. So he got coronavirus.
Oh, he brought it
Okay.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't know how they got it. I don't think they got it from my dad, which is even crazier. But
that's amazing.
you live and you learn, you know.
Yeah.
Who'd
What-
they get it from? They just got it?
Now that I think about it, probably my dad.
Yeah,
'cause
it was
he did-
definitely your dad.
He did get COVID. Yeah, the day that my dad got COVID, actually, he texted me and he's like, "You know any good pizza places in Huntington Beach?" which is where I live. And I was like, I don't know. Like, where are you trying to? I was like, are you coming down? Like, do you want to have pizza together? Basically, like, I didn't see my dad in like months. And he's like, oh no, I have COVID. I'm at my friend's house.
Trying to get some.
No, I don't want to see my son. I'm hanging out with some bros right now.
And then he goes, you think I can get Roma d'Italia, which is this place like that's far away from Huntington Beach?
What's their COVID policy?
And then I was like, I don't know. And then he's like, I'll just have Araceli, who's my stepmom. He's like, I'll just have her bring me food.
I don't think they
like,
have.
okay, good talk, Dad.
I'm glad we can connect like this.
He's just looking for a pizza place without one of those signs that says "Don't come in if you have COVID." It's like, we got one.
I had no answer for him. I was like,
Because you don't want to like shut down your favorite pizza place.
well, he wasn't gonna go into the pizza place.
He's
That
gonna go
wasn't
in.
clear by this story.
He's
Yeah.
also not an anti-masker. My dad masked up.
That's
The
good.
problem is when you're a firefighter, you know, you run into, you put yourself in dangerous situations.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
What do you guys know about putting yourself in dangerous situations?
I don't know,
And that's
man.
what Nick knows about dangerous
Yeah,
situations.
that's about it.
I feel like Nick puts himself in dangerous situations without knowing
I
it.
text and drive on
Probably.
the freeway. I feel like that.
Oh, actually, I do watch videos while I drive.
What kind of videos? How
Like
distracting are these videos?
like Netflix or like YouTube and stuff.
One
I
time-
put it like over the dashboard.
Yeah, so you can't
I
see
do
how
that
fast you're
sometimes.
going.
Yeah. I look at the top letters. If it goes from a 6 to a 7, then I'm like, okay, that's not
Yeah,
good.
There's children. around.
Sometimes I do. One time I was driving my roommate. We were on like the 5 going to San Diego. I was like scrolling on Instagram. She was like, okay, if you got like an Instagram message, I would get it. But you're just like aimlessly scrolling around the freeway.
You're just refreshing to see what news got.
I was like, who else posted
I'm
today?
sorry, it's just you're boring. What can I say?
No, that wasn't it. That couldn't have been.
Yeah.
There's no way.
The afterlife is better than this conversation.
Oh
I
man.
was driving home because I've been driving a lot, right?
Nice.
So when I drive at night a lot, I'll be singing and stuff, And last night I was on PCH and I like started singing a song and I closed my eyes for like a good.
Yeah, you talk about how often you close your eyes while you're driving,
Well,
to the point that it worries me, John.
Yeah.
Well, one time I did talk. I hooked up with this girl
Nice.
by like the beach, right? And then I was driving home on PCH, and I was like, sometimes when I'm driving on PCH, because it's like 2 a.m, I was like, sometimes when I'm driving on PCH and like no one's out here, I like will see how long I can keep my eyes closed.
Yeah, that's stable.
She was like, she like leaned over and she like put her hand on my shoulder. And she's like, that's crazy, right?
How far into the date was this?
Like 3 hours,
Did you hook up with her after this?
No, before.
Good
Okay.
call. Yeah.
And
I assume she put her arm on your shoulder to be like,
She's
don't
like,
ever
"Hey,
do that while we're
Get
driving.
some help.
Yeah.
And then I messaged her when I dropped her off, I messaged her on Tinder and I was like, here's my phone number if you ever want to text me. And she's like, okay, that's cool. And then,
Thanks, buddy.
And then I woke up the next day unmatched to ghost people, like, and stuff like that. So, like, it was good that she took the initiative.
Yeah,
Mm.
get a taste of your own medicine.
But it still felt bad,
How
for sure.
often do you ghost someone? Like how many out of like 10
I ghost
dates?
most people I interact
I
with.
ghost a
Yeah.
lot of people that I talk to.
Yeah.
Even not even dates, like, just, like, I've
Other
ghosted
I ghost
comics and
friends.
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
professional opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hit him up, get a response. He'll be like, send me this. And I'll just be like, no.
I do it a lot with shoes, too. But that makes sense. I'll be like,
You
how much-
ghost shoes? I've done that on OfferUp a few times where like I'll look up things that I'm never gonna buy.
Yeah.
Like I looked up a motorcycle. And I was
That's funny.
I think he was selling it for like 17. I was like, I'll do it for like 14. And he was like, all right, cool, come pick it up. I'm like, cool, on my way. And I just never responded again.
Yeah, dude, that's fun. I'll get in fights with people about things I'm never gonna buy. We're looking
That's
to get a
funny.
table out here, and I found some like tables on OfferUp, and they were more expensive than I wanted to spend.
Yeah.
And I started like insulting the craftsmanship of the table. I knew damn well I wasn't gonna get the tables
So
immediately.
the person selling it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
always
was like,
fun.
they were like reclaimed from some like catering company, and I was like, you're clearly just selling the shitty ones. Like, you're keeping the good ones for yourselves. I'm not going to spend this money on one of these shit
Jeez.
tables. And he got
Jesus.
really mad, and it was understandable.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
aggressive and mean.
Yeah.
He started it. He didn't, but it makes me feel better to say that he did. So how's your 4th of July?
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
Oh, well, I hung out. Yeah, I was with my little sisters. We went swimming.
Hey, It's a big pool.
Good one. Okay. Yeah.
Was it like a cartoon where you jumped in and all the water splashed out?
No, it was like real life.
Dude,
Actually, more.
we had like a weird thing because I went to my friend's house for 4th of July.
I'm glad you made this all about you now.
Yeah,
We were
well,
getting
I mean,
right into his story.
It was boring. I'm sorry, did you want to continue?
No, go
Yeah.
ahead.
There's a pool and a jacuzzi at this house, and Saturday night we were just like hanging out and went to the jacuzzi, and we woke up Sunday morning and the jacuzzi was empty.
Huh.
Wait, what?
We were like using it.
Wait. You kept. Oh, this is good. Wait, what happened?
We like woke up in a panic because it's 4th of July. We're like, oh, we're gonna have like a pool and jacuzzi.
Wait, on 4th of July,
Yeah,
you
that
woke
was
up
Sunday
and it was
morning.
empty.
It's fucking empty, and we had to get.
But it
we
was
like-
filled on Saturday?
It was filled Saturday at midnight when we were using it, and we woke up and it was bone dry.
What the hell?
And he like found a way to get it to start filling up, but it only filled up halfway. So we got buckets and started scooping the pool water into the jacuzzi for like 2 hours and finally filled it up.
Did you ever find out what happened to the jacuzzi
no
water?
fucking idea. It
Weird.
happens there occasionally. That the jacuzzi
What?
It
just
just drains
empties.
out?
No idea why.
Where does it go?
Oh, so this is a thing that happens.
Huh.
No, it never in like a good situation though.
Right. The day before 4th of July.
No, it was the day of.
The day of
It
4th of
was
July.
3 hours before people were supposed to get there.
Fun.
How was that? How was your party?
It was aggressive. It was fun.
Aggressive.
Yeah, I was drinking very early in the day.
Yeah, you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I'm not an alcoholic, just on special occasions. Like a continual drinking game and drinkings until like 9 when I threw up and went to sleep.
Oh, at 9?
Yeah.
You text me at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, because then I got driven back here and then I texted
Why'd you get driven back here? The guy out of the house?
Oh, I didn't want to fucking stay there, dude, because then I would have to clean up.
Oh.
I helped set everything
You're
up.
Like a
such a
true piece
dick,
of shit.
dude.
No,
Like,
okay,
wow,
I
well
clean
done.
up at this house every time we do anything there. This is the first time I haven't, and the only reason I didn't is because he like some of his other friends called dibs on the rooms there, and they didn't even help do anything to set up. So I was like, "Fuck you, I'm
So
leaving."
they gotta clean.
Okay. All right.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know your
Yeah.
friend
I
group.
filled a
I've seen it
jacuzzi
worse.
with my bare hands.
Alex is you're a true like lawful, maybe
Yeah.
like lawful evil.
I'm chaotic neutral.
I've never done any of, I don't know what any of that means, but I feel like because
Yeah.
you're very by the book.
Yeah.
As
You're
long
very-
as the book serves me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's lawful.
I'll
neutral
flip
for
to
sure.
the page that gets me what I want. Rip out the ones that don't.
We definitely have a rule behind it for sure.
Very nice.
Nick, did you get alcohol poisoning also?
I did not. I took it pretty easy this week. Or actually, no, yesterday, because I've been going pretty hard this week. I don't remember what I did Friday or Saturday.
How hard have you been going this week?
I've been
Yeah,
out.
what do you mean by that?
I've just been going
Did
out.
something happen to you?
No.
He's been doing never mind.
I've just been going out like every night with like comics and stuff, and getting home at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Going back
Hitting
to.
Denny's every night like
Oof.
a fucking madman.
I know, dude.
Hitting
It's-
Bob's
reckless.
big boy.
That's like going to Studio
Dude,
54
I got a grand
now.
slam at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
on
you don't know my
Wednesday.
life.
I'm a moons over my hammy, you know what I mean?
You ever had a fried cheese melt from Denny's? Grilled cheese with mozzarella sticks in it. They used to have at Denny's, and it's like not on the menu anymore. But this friend of mine would always get it when we went, and they knew what it was.
Hmm.
That one's for you, John.
I'm gonna have that next time I
We're
go.
probably gonna do that later tonight.
Dude, I can't eat cheese though. I have to stop eating cheese. I went
Why?
to a work dinner on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this like Italian place in downtown, like this really nice Italian place. And after we were done, I like had to shit my pants.
I was gonna
So
say,
bad.
is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah, I took a shit at the really nice restaurant, and then also at Flappers that night.
Oh,
Ooh.
like that bathroom doesn't smell bad enough.
It helped it. It
Yeah,
helped
it
the smell
smelled better.
actually. Yeah.
Oh
So you've
my
been
God.
going hard.
Yeah, I've just been going out late. So like,
On Friday night, we were together, and you went home before I went home.
that's true. What were we doing Friday night? I don't remember.
Porch mic.
Yeah,
Porch
Kyle's
mic.
mic.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we
Made famous last episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we went home. I think that's what happened. Saturday, I don't remember what I did, and then Sunday.
Dude, Saturday, Nick and I hung out.
Did we? Did we?
wait, what'd you guys
We
do?
went to the pool party.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Yeah, we went to the pool party.
How was that? That looked.
It was a slow start, but a lot of people ended up showing up.
Slow middle.
Yeah, and an even slower end.
Slower ending. But it was fun. There was a pool,
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a pool.
and we kind of stayed in the pool. There was like two groups of people at the party though. It was like this group of like people who worked in TV and were like hot with like their shirts off.
Yeah.
What is your like strategy at a party?
If I'm at an actual party and I'm drinking a lot, and these are mostly parties that I put on myself.
Yeah.
Like when I used to at my place, I will be like kind of like running it,
Mm-hmm.
the energy,
Running things.
like
Yeah.
running like the energy of it.
Like, let's get this energy up.
I'm kind of like the host, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kinda
You're like,
"Alright,
this
let's,
next friend, you're gonna love him.
like,
He had
alright,
12
everyone.
beers.
This guy back in college.
Everybody, give it up for Chad.
yeah. But no, for real. Like I do. I feel like I do. Wow. Well, you've never been to a party with me. What are you talking
I
about?
was at the party last night or Saturday.
You didn't remember.
That's right. But I had a good time. Now that I remember it, I had a good time.
You don't think I brought life to that party?
You were definitely life there. It was good.
Nick only remembers the bad times.
You
That's
think you brought life to the party?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my
I was floating
Yeah,
around making
okay,
people
now
laugh.
I know that Nick is fucking
Whoa,
delusional.
wait, you just said
actually.
absolutely, and then you just said you were just floating in the pool the whole time. That is what a dead body does in a pool.
I was the first. I don't know if people were in the pool before I got there, but I was the first one jumping in the
Yeah,
pool.
well, I mean, after you got in the pool, everyone else was soaking wet.
Yeah. I mean, when we could fit into the pool after you got in, it was pretty.
People did. There was this girl, Destiny, is her name.
Denise.
So she was like lying. She was like lying on the one cabana chair that they had, and I like jumped in, and then when I came out, she was like, "Oh, I hate getting splashed" or something. And then I was like, oh, "Did you get splashed?" And she was like, "Oh no," and I was like, "Okay."
Was that the
Thanks
girl?
for the comment.
Was that the girl that brought pizzas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out to her. She brought the pizzas.
Yeah. She ordered pizzas, and I was like, "You're not getting any money back for any of this."
I don't think she wanted it.
No,
I
she
think
just
I
fucking.
think she was an adult, Nick.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And
She
you know
just
what?
ordered. She
was-
ordered 3 large pizzas like a trooper.
Did you bring anything to the party?
I brought my good spirits.
Oh, so he didn't bring
so
anything.
you brought good alcohol?
So he didn't bring anything, and then that was funny, but he didn't bring anything, and then on my way there, he texted me to bring ice.
That was not my decision. That was Brandon's.
Wow, that's interesting.
I brought sunscreen.
He's a middleman.
I
Sunscreen.
brought sunscreen.
Oh my god! And then he's like making fun of the girl for buying the pizzas.
I'm not making fun of her.
You're like,
I was just-
Girls save your life.
Yeah, it's true. So my 4th of July, at a friend's place, and it was a mixture of like everyone in their late 20s, and then a few of their parents, or one person's like parents and uncles. So it was like 20s and then like late 50s. And it was a pretty good mix.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
was gonna say that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a nightmare.
It
But
was
not
like a
decent.
perfectly mixed nightmare.
It was a decent mix. It was interesting. One of our friends is like this older white lady, and she loves to
Wait,
curse.
What do you mean one of our friends is an older white
Yeah, what do you
lady?
mean?
One of
One
our
of
friends'
our
moms. is
Oh,
like
okay. That's
older,
a
yeah, older
did
white
it-
woman. She loves to curse.
I thought
It
you
was-
just
This
made
Ryan's
it-
mom?
yeah, it's Ryan's mom.
You made it seem like just like part of your group
Yeah.
was like an old white woman that
You
you
always
just
gotta
like
have
met.
one.
No, we all
along
went to
the
high
way.
school. She's 65. It's
Yeah.
really, she's not the brightest.
We were in college. She wanted to do night classes. She was 54, and that's how we met.
Let me
Now
tell
we're
you,
best
man,
friends.
She knows how to get good acid. Let me tell you.
I bet. She's
got that Woodstock shit.
She
Oh,
was
yeah.
like a hippie. Yeah.
Yeah.
My 4th of July,
Mm-hmm.
No one cared.
I hung out with my family too. Is 4th of July a family holiday? I texted someone.
I specifically made sure not to hang out with my family on
That's because
4th
you
of
don't
July.
like your family, though.
No, I see them too much. I love my family, but I fucking work for them. So I don't want to be around them
That's the
for
other
the fun
thing.
times.
That's the other thing. It was good. It was good seeing my dad because I don't see him that much. So I was kind of like, if there's no stand up to be had, I'll just like hang out with my mom. Bought illegal fireworks and like brought them and like we're gonna put them off. And then she's like, "Aren't those illegal?"
She calls the police on you. She's like, deport this man.
No, literally. And then my other little sister's like afraid of them. So she
Yeah.
was like, "No, we can't do them." I was like, "Okay, that's fucking lame."
The friend who hosted our party had fireworks, and we wanted to set them off. And he's like, "You guys got to do that outside, and I'm not going to be there for it."
Well, not inside.
Yeah.
Like, dude, let's
I was
fucking-
gonna say.
Your
We're
ceilings
gonna,
are
we're gonna do it in
high.
the backyard. And he was like, "No, you can't do it. You got to be like down the street."
That's a reasonable thing to say.
Dude, one year I had these fireworks. I had like big fireworks like shot in the air,
Mhm.
but then my uncle gave me these like little smoke bombs that just like were colored smoke when you
Yeah.
threw them.
Those are fun.
And so I went over to my friend's house and he was so pissed about us having fireworks. He was so stressed already. And we're in his apartment and I was like, I'm gonna light him. And then I was like, let me light him on your balcony. And then he had like a balcony probably like that, like probably half that size. So probably like 5 by 10 or something, right?
Yeah.
And so he like goes out to the balcony and and I lit the smoke bomb and threw it out onto the balcony, and then I closed the door and he thought it was gonna explode. So he was so scared.
It's like, let me in.
He literally was, and then it just like the smoke just dissipated, and I was like, no, that's all it does. He was so pissed.
That's so funny.
I used to, like, a while back, we would go down to Mexico and get fireworks and bring them back.
Yeah.
Did you ever use those garbanzo beans? They're like little, like, they're literally like garbanzo beans, but they're covered in like this like foil stuff and gunpowder, and you throw it and it sparks. It's kind of like the poppers, but they spark.
Yeah. Okay.
We would always
There's, like,
bring
bigger
those back
poppers.
and like throw them down the street, and it's like fireball sparks down the street.
Yeah.
And I brought some back. I was probably like 8 years old, and I was like throwing them across the street one night, and my parents didn't know, and I threw it into a bush on our neighbor's front yard. I lit it on fire and had to like run over there and stomp out a fire
Jesus.
Oh
that
my
I started
God.
in my neighbor's house.
Well, we're all from California, which like fireworks aren't allowed. So like,
Right. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
like one time I was in Utah for New Year's Eve.
mm-hmm.
And we bought a bunch of fireworks just like on the side of the road. They're legal. And we put them off like in this parking lot in the middle of Salt Lake City. And like all of us, I was there with like 20 people from California, and we're like all freaking out because we like thought that like the police were gonna come, but like it's like legal. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the coolest thing
You
ever.
can light fireworks, but you can't buy alcohol.
or you can't dance either.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
And these people were just like that must have been a pretty cool show I put on for these people in the building. Now
Yeah.
I think about it.
Like the fireworks went off. This fat guy danced around. It
Oh
was
my
wild.
God, Jesus! Nick loses
What was
40
that?
pounds, and now he thinks he can make every fat joke.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to say
I'm the only one that can make the fat
That's
jokes
true.
here.
You are the skinniest one.
one
here.
year that year that I did the smoke bomb thing was the same year. One year I like I got all these like illegal fireworks and I went to I was like, oh, this is gonna be like this is gonna be really, really cool. If we go to Malibu to set these off, which now I've learned is like probably the worst place to set off fireworks.
Yeah, it's great if you want to make a lasting impact on the community around.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I told my dad this story last night and he got really mad.
There's nothing left to burn out there, so I think you might be safe now.
Yeah, so
Nope, that's
So I went to Malibu and I set off this like big cake of fireworks,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a video of this. But I set them off and I'm staring at the fireworks. Right, I'm like looking at it. It's like, and as I'm looking at it, a police car drives up behind me, and I don't notice the police car at all. But Jack, who's filming, pans over to the police car and then pans over to me, and I'm just looking at the fireworks. And it's a good like 30 seconds of me looking at the fireworks without noticing the police cars there. And then the fireworks go up, and then the fireworks end, and then the police goes into his microphone. And he's like, "Way to go!" And then in the video, it's funny because Jack starts laughing, and then I turn around and I go, "Shit!" And then
it's a pretty incredible video.
Yeah.
so then after that, the police officer, obviously he wants to speak to me. I'm blackout drunk pretty much,
Oh, perfect.
and I'm like,
He wants to speak with you, or you want to speak with him?
Let me explain fireworks to you real quick.
so I'm basically blackout drunk. So then I go up to the window, and the first thing I say is I'm like, hey, and they go,
Solid opener.
and they go, "Are you drunk?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm drunk." And then I point to Jack, and I'm like, "But he's driving." That's what I said.
Okay. Right.
He's not as drunk as John, though.
No, yeah. So what I learned later was Jack was also drinking. I like didn't in my heart of hearts when I was drunk, I did not realize that Jack was also drinking. But so that's why he believed me. I was like, but he's driving. He's
Right.
sober. And then I walk up to the window and I like put my arms on the window.
Like a prostitute.
Right. Like you're propositioning him.
Like, I'll do anything to get out of this, officer.
Yeah.
So I put my arms on the window and I lean in.
And like the car leans like.
Oh, God. Yeah, and then they roll down the beach. So I leaned in, and then I like started like petting his patch on his shoulder.
No fucking
I
way.
did. I was like, and then
Hey, big boy.
as I was petting it, I was like, I looked at it and I read it for a second, and I'm like, oh, you guys are LA County? And they're like, yeah.
It's
And I-
industry talk.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. My mom is LA County Sheriff. And then they were both like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, that's awesome, man.
I'm so surprised they
And
let you
thi-
get this
and
close and,
this-
touch their fucking patch like that.
This is why everybody in LA stand-up comedy thinks you're white.
This is the only time it has ever worked.
What if we just find out that, like, from Jack, that in actuality you were talking to a mall cop? That's a pretty good 4th of July. Do you have, like, a perfect 4th of July memory, Alex?
Well, 4th of July 2019 was the most fun I've had,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
It was at the same house. It's that when you get, like, the right group of people at that house and just party there, it's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
And there was just a
I've
lot
never
of...
been invited, so that's
Well, yeah, I
interesting.
said invite the right group of people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
One of my 4th of Julys, we had to rush our friend to the ER hospital. We had this, like, wall where you would watch the fireworks go off, and some buddies were hopping over the wall to get a better look. And the first person that jumped was like, "Hey, just a heads up, there's like a stump, and it's kind of jagged, so like be careful."
Mhm.
The next person immediately hops off, lands in between it, and a piece of the stump just goes into his thigh, breaks off. He lands on the ground, falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm scared.